welcome everybody to our April Affordable Housing Committee meeting. Is there anybody online?
There is one person online.
Yeah, that's Bob Strong.
Bob,
Oh.
how are you?
I'm fine. I tried to get in through Zoom, but it didn't work for my hotel out in Salt Lake City, so I'm just on the phone.
Okay, so I'm just okay. So we're going to start with the approval of the minutes from our February meeting. We didn't have one in March. Can I get a motion? Okay.
Who was-
Second.
Excuse me, who is the motion from?
Okay, so the motion is Jane.
Okay, second.
Okay. As it is Bob's first meeting, I thought it made sense, Bob, for you to introduce yourself to the whole committee.
Sure. Bob Strong, I moved to New Canaan. I'm probably the shortest tenured citizen of New Canaan on the committee, but I moved in December of 2019. I'm a retired banker. I was 30 years with Chase Manhattan as the chief risk officer, and I was another 6 with Bank of America Securities. One of my assignments in my career was to run Chase's real estate business when it was imploding, frankly. So we did a lot of workouts and restructurings. And when I heard about this committee, I thought it would be interesting, and hopefully I can add some value to it. So I volunteered. I live in New Canaan. I'm recently remarried. I have 6 daughters and 13 grandchildren. And so it's a very active life. I'm getting off my last corporate board. Actually, I'm out in Salt Lake City for the last meeting I'll have there, and I'll be retiring from Sally Mae's board following that.
Great. It's great to have you on board and look forward to seeing you in person at a future meeting. Thanks for joining on the phone.
Sure.
Questions for Bob? No? Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome.
Next, we'll have a report from the project subcommittee. Anything to report?
No report.
No report. Thank you, Krista. Finance subcommittee, we have not had a meeting, but I did manage to get some numbers from Scott Hobbs just to get a sense of the cost for conversion. And so there's sort of 2 levels of costs. If we convert so just as a preface, there are a number of units that need to be affordable by Fannie Mae mortgage that would replace. Those units are going to be affordable at 80% of the area median income. And so if we were to convert those units from affordable at 80% of the area median income to 80% of the state median income, in order to get our viewpoints, then that would cost $303,000 per unit. If we were to convert from 80% area median income to 60% state median income, that would cost $395,000. And if we were to convert a current market rate unit, that would be somewhere around $575,000. That number does move a little bit, but that is plus or minus. So
The last one, market rate 2.
from market rate to, it would be 80% of AMI. Yeah. Sorry, 80% of SMI. 75 plus or minus. That one's a less precise calculation. The other one's
And so do we know, you said
there's a number of units that are required to be affordable by the Fannie Mae financing. Do we know what number, how many that
It
is?
will be 20% of the units, so I'm gonna
20%.
guess it's
About 20 units.
about 20 or 21. I
Yeah,
don't know which.
okay.
Probably 20. They could probably get away with it.
Over what time?
So that's within a year of closing. I do have a spreadsheet. I could check for it.
And so is the thought that they would go to 80% AMI first
Well,
and then go to SMI, or just do the straight jump?
so there is the potential for the Department of Housing to provide some financing to enable them to be at 80 or 60% of the state median income.
Okay,
That's why the numbers are very precise, because they were in correspondence with the Department of Housing. And so, you know, to the extent that's available, that would be a more attractive route and would get us to Q points quicker.
yeah. Great.
But that is an active conversation.
Do you have any sense on that?
I have not checked with them recently. Last correspondence I had on was in February. Next item on the agenda is Affordable Housing Committee leadership. I'll note for the record, there's not a lot of interest in leadership positions. I have recently completed a transaction at work, which is keeping me very busy, so I have a little more time. So I am up for continuing to lead on a more permanent basis, provided that let me step up as secretary. So we should probably plan a vote on it next meeting, but put that out. So if there are people interested in stepping up in the secretary role, which is effectively assistant chair, deputy chair, that would be great. Thank you. Budget allocation update. We did get the requested budget allocation has been approved. So we should talk in future meetings about how we spend that. That 30 and which was as requested. July. Okay, sorry. July 1.
And is that something, if we want to use it on a consultant, for instance, if we want to look at we need to, I can ask Leon on this too.
No, I think
Is that?
I
for
think
us to
we
say?
have the
We have
allocation.
discretion.
We decide how to spend it.
Okay.
I think keeping our Board of Selectmen.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, keeping the communication with our Board of Selectmen, good idea. But you know, it's really for us to decide. You know, when asked about the details of it, I termed what we're looking for as massing study, which is really, you know, blocks on a site plan to give us a sense of how many units we can get with different numbers of
Mhm.
stories and different parking configurations.
Mhm.
Not really architectural drawings because they won't have architectural features.
Right. That's true. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk more about this now, or if you want me to hold this, but I'll talk and then tell
Happy
me if
to.
you want to pause it. Given that I don't know that we have a specific consultant in mind at this point in time, I mean, one of probably the best way to proceed would be to do an RFP to see who is interested in helping us with that type of work. And so if that's what the group wants, I'm happy to take a first stab at getting something for discussion at a future meeting.
Yep.
But I just wanted to throw that out there and see
So-
where we're at.
Yeah, Chuck Berman, who's the former head of Avalon and former head of the Housing Authority, said that he suggested that there might be some documents on what they were planning to do on the lumberyard
Mm-hmm.
lot. Unfortunately, checked with Deanna, those were lost in the flood. There are, I have a one-page summary, which is not printed very well, so I won't share it. But I'll share it by email of what they were doing. It was basically 100 units on a platform with at grade at the front, one level of parking in the middle, 2 levels of parking in the train line side of it. The architect who did this is still active and would be able to
Resurrect.
resurrect a basic version of the plan to give us an idea of how that looks. And I'll share this sheet, which is unfortunately all that's left. The actual planning documents that were put in disappeared. So yeah, so putting some meat on the bone around how we're going to spend our budget allocation.
Okay.
Did everybody receive the 2025 meeting schedule? Does anybody not have meetings? I can share it.
I don't have it.
I will share it with you by email, but I'll read the dates
I
in
don't.
case. So this is just for the remainder of 2025. There you go, Bob.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's it, thanks.
Okay, I'm just going to run through the dates quickly. So it's generally the second Monday of the month. So it's the 12th of May, the 9th of June, the 14th of July, the 11th of August, the 8th of September, the 20th of November. I think it's Columbus Day.
Excuse me, October.
Sorry, October.
Yeah, it's Columbus Day on the
20th
13th.
of October, it's Columbus Day on the that'd be
The
the
13th.
13th, which is why I pushed it. The 10th of November and the 8th of December. I think those work with vacation schedules for the public schools. As we talked about, we may not actually meet every month, and we'll have discussions as to whether we need to meet periodically, but we could just cancel meetings if we don't need them. So we need to approve this and submit it to the town clerk.
Mr. Chairman, you may want to recognize that it'll be in the boardroom and not in the meeting room.
Oh, yes, sorry. It's just one meeting, which is in October, will be in the boardroom up here, but it's got a star on it scheduled. Can we have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, so motion to approve the 2025 meeting schedule. Jane, write us the motion, a second. Okay, Hillary seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You opposed? No. So it is adopted and will be submitted. I'm guessing there's no public comments. There doesn't seem to be any public.
No public comments from Zoom.
Okay. So I guess we are down to adjournment. Motion to adjourn? Okay. Hillary, motion to adjourn. Jane second. Quick, efficient, 11-minute meeting. All right. Thank you, guys. Well.
Thank you.